Hey guys, welcome back to Katie's Book Nook. My name is Katie and I am doing Top 5 Wednesday, and today's category is Hate to Love ships. So that is one of my favorite tropes to read about ever. I like the slow burn, but I also love the hate to love, which sometimes they coincide. So I was really excited for this. I wasn't going to do this video originally. It's just, even though it's the first week of summer, I'm still a little bit busy trying to get into a routine. I actually filmed this video outside on my deck, but for some reason, a rock band started playing. Now, I live in a very, quiet complex. It's not very close to the highway. It is not very close to the high school. I mean, it is, but it's not. But it's also summer vacation, so I don't know where this rock band is coming from. So I had to move inside. But anyway, Top 5 Wednesday, summer vacation, everything's awesome, and let's start. So my first hate to love ship that I thought of, and it kind of, edged out towards the bottom, was Lucy and Josh from The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. This is a contemporary romance, I guess it's new adulty. I don't know. New adulty usually seems to be extremely melodramatic, and this is just, cute, and a little bit, it's for more adult readers. So I really just enjoyed this, but Lucy and Josh work for a publishing company that has been merged from two other publishing companies, and they are both up for the same promotion. They work across from each other every single day. Josh is a really big jerk to Lucy, and she doesn't know why. From day one, he's been a jerk to her. So she, has this huge drive to win this promotion. And just the way that the story develops, I just really love this book. Now, Josh is an interesting character. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, because it doesn't really make any sense. But I always love the whole, bad boy kind of a jerk thing. So Josh, worked really hard for that. Which is so weird because in real life, my husband is the nicest person in the entire world. But in fictional worlds, I guess I like the jerk. But in hindsight, this book had a little bit of, I don't know how to say it. There was a little bit of a creep factor. And if you've read this book, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But it was really cute and it was written really well. So I read this book in a couple of hours. I just really, truly enjoyed it. So if you are looking for a contemporary romance that you just want to lose yourself in for a couple of hours, I definitely recommend The Hating Game. Okay? Number 4 is technically a one-sided hate to love over the course of a series. So I have Anne Shirley and Gilbert Blythe from the Anne of Green Gables series by Ella Montgomery. I guess if you're watching this video, you know that spoilers can happen because that's what Top 5 Wednesday is, especially when you're talking about books and series and couples. So heads up if you didn't know that. So Anne is, I don't know if it's really hate, but she's very frustrated and kind of on the defense when it comes to Gilbert Blythe. And I need to reread this series because I absolutely love it. I've read the Anne series probably 4 or 5 times, since I started reading them when I was about 12. And it's just written so well, and Gilbert is wonderful, and books like 2, 3, 4, 5, and etc. really explore it. But in book 1, she definitely had a sort of prejudice towards Gilbert. Okay? Now, number 3, this is a couple that I have a feeling is doomed. I've read the first 3 books in the series. There are more I have not read on, but I kind of know what happened. I started book 4, and I just put it down because I was, when you read too many books in one genre and then you get kind of tired of it. So I had just read too many fantasy books. But I've watched a lot of videos talking about this series, and I'm sure you know what's coming, but Throne of Glass. I love Selena and Kale, which I know people are Dorian or Rice. Is it Rysand, or is that the next series? I don't even know. But I just really loved Kale. That's it. That's all I got. So I know that ship is long sailed, but that is the ship that I loved. Now, book 2, or couple 2 in this list, is one that I was kind of hemming and hawing whether or not I should put it in there. But it is the dragon and Agnieszka from Uprooted. Again, the dragon is a condescending jerk, which I hate in real life, but love in works of literature. And yeah, I just really like them. I have to reread this book. It's been probably a year and a half since I've actually read Uprooted, but this is one of my favorite books that I've read in a long time. And I know this is either one that people loved or hated, and there's really not an in between. So if you haven't read this, I do highly recommend it. But I just really loved The Dragon and Agnieszka. I do like that the ending was kind of unsatisfying as far as certain things go. But yeah, again, it was just really well written, and this is by Naomi Novik. And finally, now I think this is the stem of why I love the Hate to Love and Jerky guys. And this cover is atrocious, but this is the one that I grabbed really quickly. But it is Mr. Darcy and Lizzie Bennet from Pride and Prejudice. Now, if you don't understand this, please pick up this book. What are you doing? If you haven't read Pride and Prejudice, you need to. It is not my favorite Austen at all. My favorite Austen is Sense and Sensibility, and Persuasion is making a bigger impact on me now that I am older. The big 3-0, that's what happens. But the story of Lizzie Bennet and Mr. Darcy, since I first saw it, actually, on Wishbone, which was an excellent television show. If anyone remembers Wishbone, let me know down below. But there was a Pride and Prejudice episode, and I just fell in love with that idea. And then I had an abridged version of Pride and Prejudice that I got probably when I was 8 or 9 or 10, somewhere in there. And I finally picked up, the real Pride and Prejudice when I was probably 12 or 13. I went through a classics phase, and it was Little Women, then Anne of Green Gables, and then Pride and Prejudice. I didn't understand everything, so it's fun to go back and read it with older eyes and more knowledgeable eyes. But Mr. Darcy is wonderful. Lizzie Bennet is wonderful. The movie with Colin Firth, please watch that if you have not watched that either. So yeah, I think my love for jerks goes back to Mr. Darcy, but he's just understood because he's just very shy. That's all you have to think about. So yeah, that's my top 5 Wednesday. My allergies are crazy. I'm going to sneeze, so I apologize if I do. But who are some of your hate to love ships? Let me know. Yeah, like I said, I'm on summer vacation, so I'm hoping to make more videos, at a more frequent rate than I usually do. And that's all I have for you today. So I hope everyone has a lovely evening, and let me know your ships down below. Bye.